Hi guys. Oh, it's a heck of a day. It is Mother's Day. For those that this is a celebratory day, happy Mother's Day. For those who had a narcissistic mother, I know exactly how difficult today can be. I want to talk to you guys about what it's like on holidays with a narcissist. So I'm going to tell you a little story about my first Mother's Day as a mom. So I worked at Mimi's Cafe in Orange County. And we had set it up to where the entire family was going to be there after my shift. I had worked a morning shift. So I finished my shift and set up the tables. And I think everybody, the siblings, and I know that my dad was there, my dad Joe, the faux father, the maternal figure, who else was there? I don't think Aunt Judith was there. She might have been. But we set it up to celebrate, right? And to have a lunch. So everybody gets there, everything's fine, except the maternal figure was last to show up. And she showed up and it was very awkward. You could tell she was in a mood. And we didn't know what the problem was. And everybody's trying to comfort her. And she's, got this attitude. Of course, I was 19. So this was long after she had abandoned us. And of course, that was never dealt with because you don't talk about the horrible things that had occurred, that had been done by the narcissist. It's an unspoken rule that you don't talk about those things. So, but there's tension, right? There's tension. So we're sitting there and she is just in a mood and ticked off and pouting like a child. And somebody said something like, what is the problem? We're here for you. And she looked at me and she goes, no, we're not. We're here for her. And I was just like that. And I was like, what the hell? Like I was taken aback, And I told her, I'm like, no, we're here for both of us. We're both mothers now. Yeah. Oh, hello, Clarice. Anyway, so she's got this horrible attitude, and she says this, and then she gets up and stomps off and leaves. And it was so traumatic and so awful that the younger siblings started to cry and like weeping. It was horrible. And I'm just sitting there going, did she really just put the blame on me again for her acting like a fool? Is this really happening? It was terrible. So it is a notorious fact that if a holiday is not about the narcissist, they will make it about them. And she couldn't handle the fact that she had to share a day that honestly she shouldn't have been celebrated on because she was anything but a mother. Anything but a mother. Did she give birth to us? Sure. Did she do anything to nurture us after that? No. No. She was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So what do I do with that? What do I do with that today? Well, I'm 3 years into healing, right? And I've dealt with Mother's Day before, right? It's kind of strange because there's the sadness of grieving the fact that the maternal figure was horrible. So there's the grief that I have to deal with there. And then there's the celebratory part of being a mom myself and celebrating the fact that I have my wonderful son. So I choose at this point to focus on the fact that I have my son. Sorry, Clarice is in a mood. So today, that's what I'm going to try to focus on. Now, is that easy? No, absolutely not. It's very difficult. I get if you're having a really difficult day, if you had a narcissistic mom. It is truly one of the most difficult times of the year, difficult holidays. Now, other holidays are difficult as well, because again, you may have memories like I do of just horrific holidays, right? Most survivors do. What I'm learning as time goes by and my healing gets stronger is that it doesn't always hurt like it may right now. Am I ticked off at her still? Sure. Do I wish to God that I had a different parent? Yeah. But am I going to let her affect me more than I'm able to let it put it down more than I ever have been? And I think that that's the biggest thing with she just pushed my hand. I think that's the biggest thing with healing is that over time it does get better. You have to keep working on it. It's something I work on every single day. Every single day. Every moment of every single day. In my sleep, I work on this stuff. Through the nightmares, through the dreams. But it does get better. It does. You have to give it time and you have to give it a lot of effort. And if you're a mom and you had a mom who was awful, hopefully you did what I did. Was I perfect? No. I'm not at all. Like, I did things that I know now I'm like, I thought were the right things, but no, I messed up. But that boy knows that he is loved. He knew every single day. Pardon me. He knew that he was important. He knew that he was loved. And he knew that I was there and would be there. I did my best. And I'm going to celebrate me today. Screw her. Screw her. And don't think that they're sitting there celebrating themselves. They might be. But more likely, deep down, they know that they were horrible. Deep down, there's that shame. And that day that she acted like that at Mimi's Cafe, that was that shame. Something she never could confront. Ever. Never will. She can't. Because narcissists can't. So, she'll have to live with that her entire life. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. There's that stubbornness again, but it works. So, for all of you that are dealing with the pain of Mother's Day, I hear you, I see you, I understand you. But get out and do something special for yourself. Something that you wouldn't normally do on any other day. Trust me, it works. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to go celebrate me today. Not her. Me. All right, everybody. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you have any comments, let me know. Any questions, please let me know. And I'll do my best to answer them. Everybody take care of yourselves. And go easy on yourselves today. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.